Yeah, clear.
Okay, good. Yes, please. So please, you can participate here. I always expect it. And also, it's good practice for people to um, learn how to critique. I gotta get this thing out. I have to fix it. Okay, so a lot of people tend, when they're joining my class for the first time, they're very shy. They're just want to sit in the back and be quiet. But near like the very end of class, everybody has something to say. They all have to have their input, which is nice. I do enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. And I don't know how it's going to work online. Honestly, it went well last semester, but uh, again, it's a different setting. Critiques are a little bit different here. And now I'm going to put, well, everybody's here, so I don't think I have to announce it. Okay, so welcome. And did anybody have any issues with their extra credit work, if they did it? No? Okay, so.
I was trying to find it last night, and I couldn't actually find where the page was. Where is that under? Is probably.
Oh yeah, I showed it to you guys on Monday, but I can show you.
Yeah, I know. It's my fault. Sorry.
Yeah, make sure you write stuff down. So have a pen and paper. I know it happens sometimes. I know, like, especially when you have a computer with you. And also the videos might show it too. But again, if you feel more comfortable me showing it to you, that's completely fine. Let me see. Logging me in. Sometimes it does things. Courses. And also I'm going to share. I should start sharing right now. So my cat's eating right now, so you can probably hear her mentioned along. It's her meal time. Okay, so I need to finish grading some stuff. Okay, so let's see. If you have any questions about your grade, also, I did grade some things. There's some people missing some stuff. So keep on top of your, this is week 3. So it should be right here. So it's right below the links. And then you go up here, says ice cream assignment, AI, and then .ai.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, so click on it. Yeah, no problem. So just have fun, get some extra credit in there. You'll need it eventually, especially when we start turning in projects or you miss assignments or you miss class. So if you are that type of student, please try to do those extra credit pieces. And I will have more in the future. And the reason why I'm doing more extra credit this semester rather than last semester is because technology. Things do go wrong, and you know, and I want to give people chances to, you know, get a better grade, because some people ended up getting C's last semester because they didn't turn in their stuff on time. And then Canvas automatically takes points away. So when you turn something late, I'm not putting those points, I'm not taking those points out. Canvas is. So that's why a lot of people end up having their grades drop drastically. It's because there's a whole robot there or like a program doing that for me, which is really nice. I really enjoy that. Okay, so for this one, I did a very simple card. So I used the same reference. I think I did it. Let me open that. Let me open. Let me see. Clockwork. I think it's this one. Should go there. I did a different one, a different version for my advanced, slightly advanced class. So I used the same car as a reference, and I used, you know, the flat design. I'm pretty sure I showed it to you on Monday. And this was a little bit more complicated. Okay, so this one's a little bit more complicated, but again, it starts simple with simple geometric shapes. And here, it talks about compound shapes and all that stuff. But if you have the shape builder, you can basically do it all on that compound shape. You can make that compound shape out of a shape builder, I mean, sorry. Okay, and I'm just gonna get rid of this stuff. And I'm gonna get rid of this. I know it's very obnoxious, this thing. Okay, so I'm gonna build the stroke. And again, don't be afraid to use the stroke first, and then get rid of the fill, because when you use Shape Builder, it kind of adds like a different layer on top of your shapes. It's very strange. You'll see what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to build a circle. So what I'm going to do is going to press Shift and Alt and create it from the middle. Again, I'm going to make the line bigger. Actually, this 5 is really okay. So 5 is fine. And so I build my first shape because I wanted the biggest shape done first. I always go for the biggest shapes, and then I dwindle it down to the smallest shape, the very last. And that's how it works with painting. That's how it works with anything really. When you're creating a character, when you're creating a scene, you always pick the biggest object to focus on first, and then you started adding to like the medium-sized objects, and then the smaller size, like the details. So that's how you start a piece. Okay, so I'm gonna click and drag out. Okay, and then I'm also gonna duplicate. And with this one, I'm gonna try and middle. Sometimes you might not get it precise, but that's okay. Okay, so we have part of the wheel. We have the dome shape. We're gonna have to have another circle, ellipses. Let's do this. Okay, so stretch it out a little bit more. Very, very simple shapes. And again, you have to sketch out what you might need. You kind of have to sketch out also the shapes. I don't usually do that because I'm fairly good at visualizing what shapes I need. But in the beginning, when I had trouble building my flat shapes, I would also sketch out the square. I would sketch out any overlapping shapes, and then I would cross lines out or erase them. But I would still have like some indication of the line that I erased, so I wouldn't erase it completely. And then also you might need to improvise a little bit more, because sometimes you might run into problems with overlapping your shapes in Illustrator, but that's something you can easily fix by just adding another line or something. So I'm just gonna create my shapes that I learned from, well, not I learned, that we created on Monday. And I know I went a little bit too fast, but if you want me to, hold on, someone chatting or someone on the chat, someone trying to join. I don't know why this pops up. Okay, oh yeah. Okay, welcome. Don't forget to put your name on the chat. It's a good thing I checked. Okay. They're still nasty outside. Okay, and so what was I saying? See, this is why being late kind of messes me up. But that's okay, things happen. So saying that when you start organizing your shape, you start designing your shapes, you're gonna have to plan really early, you're gonna have to sketch it out, because here, you notice that I have divided even here. So I even have divided the shapes up, and then I have some indications of what I want, and very, very light lines. And I did this pretty fast. I could have spent more time on it, to be honest. But again, if you have some experience doing this stuff, you just don't like, you just don't care. You're just, okay, I know what I'm doing, it's fine. But sometimes it's good to just get extra prepared. If you're very short on time, it's better to be prepared than just to like improvise. Oh, this one's not doing good things. Okay, so I'm gonna press E just to change the scale. Sometimes it doesn't work if you are zoomed out too far. Okay, I think that's all of the shapes. And I'll build the, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select all of my shapes, and then I'm gonna start building. And I also have this as a reference, because you forget, what do I need to take out? What do I need to blend in? Um, that happens. And I'm gonna go to Tools and Shape Builder. So Shape Builders kind of looks like a MasterCard, a symbol with a cursor. But yeah, it's this one right here. It's right next to the eraser tool. And if you are, you said Essentials. Okay, so if you go to Windows, Workspace, and reset Essentials, that basically just changes your work area. It resets it back to its original state. So sometimes I accidentally bring this out. But yeah, it's like right below the eraser tool. Okay, and make sure it's selected. So I select all of this, and then I also click the shape builder, and then this one's a little wonky. Okay, let me fix this one. I don't like this at all. I'm gonna be really picky. Okay, now I'm gonna select. Again, double check your shapes, and then hover over a shape, and you can see it already divides your shapes. This is like a preview of what shape or section you're gonna select. So I'm gonna get rid of this bottom part, and you notice that. Let me zoom in a little bit more. So you notice that the cursor has a plus sign. That means that you can add in all these other shapes, surrounding shapes. But if you press Alt or Option on your keyboard, so Option is for Mac, Alt is for Windows. So you press on Alt or Option, click, and then it gets rid of your shape or your section right here. So I'm gonna get rid of this on the very top. And also I'm gonna get rid of this one, make this flat because this is not part of the wheel. And yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this too. You can always, oh, this is not getting rid. Oh, I think sometimes you have to be careful on what section you start with. So let's do, there you go. Oh yeah, because it's like not overlapping really well. That's fine. Okay, there you go. So if that happens, just create a marquee and then it'll erase it. So if you section it off and then start deleting piece by piece, some of the pieces might not overlap anymore because all these lines have to intersect for it to be able to delete. So if I get rid of this one, this is fine. This is fine, but if I get rid of this one, I think that's fine. Maybe that was just a wonky piece. But if you're having those issues, you can create a line and then select all the shape at the same time, and then you'll be able to delete your pieces. And then, it's crying. Okay. Sometimes my cat Chispa likes to just like meow really loudly. She's fine, but she just likes to sing. Okay, and then bring this in. Okay, and then click, and you notice that I'm creating marquees. So I'm clicking and then dragging, and I'm using the red guides. So if you see red lines, that means that like the outlines are red. That means that, oh, this is the new shape you're going to get created. So it's like a preview of what's going to happen. Yeah, she's the. I don't know why she's hungry. No, she's not hungry. Okay, so here you go. The cool thing about shape builders is cats. Okay, the cool things about shape builder is you can select a shape. So let me just begin. You can select a shape, and someone's trying to get in. Oh, someone got kicked out. Okay, that happens. Okay, so you select a shape and then you notice the outline. That means that shape is going to be outlined. And that's the only thing that's going to be selected. It's just really, really helpful. But the bummer part about doing shape builder is if you ever need to adjust any anchor points or anything like that, or like, this is basically what it does. And then all these other shapes get in the way. Yeah, that's not good. So it works as a puzzle piece. So let's, for example, if you are not happy with, let's say, this, you can't overlap. because it becomes a puzzle piece. I mean, you can, it just takes a little bit of more work and more adjusting. But again, just keep it as simple as possible. So start planning ahead. Okay, as for, I don't think I want to make the compound shape. Should I do it? I'll do it. Okay, so I'm just going to create 2 circles, and then I'm going to create my compound shape by aligning them. And you can use the shape builder, so you can always go hover and press minus, and there you have it. Or you can also, let me fill them up. Let me fill this one up. Computer freeze now. Okay, let's do gray fill, and then you are going to be white. Okay, so with the compound shape, again, you could use the shape builder. Just press minus, not minus, Alt or Option, and then click, and it's gone already. Or you can go to Object, Compound Path, and then Make, and then there you go. So you have 2 options on how to do that. Again, you don't have to really know how to do all this stuff, but yes, very helpful. And I'm gonna make this into the wheel. Should I make it into the wheel? It's fine. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring this in here. Okay, so the cool thing about shape builders is it's different, but I'm like, it's fine. I improvised. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it down here, and I'm gonna show you what happens when you do add color, which is really, really nice. You can also just get rid of the stroke. So we can, let me show you. Let's click here, and then I'm gonna get rid, press on none, and it gets rid of the stroke really nicely. Even after you start filling in. Oh, I think I did forget. See, so you do have, okay, there you go. It does fill in really nicely when you have a color, so you don't have to worry about doing all this extra stuff. So for this one, I'm gonna select a darker color, so like this one. Oh, let me chose something. Okay, and then the background color. And then for this one, I'm gonna choose a lighter gray or whatever that's called. Which is funny because my dad's an auto body guy, so I don't even know what it is. And also, I'm gonna bring this down. I forgot to add the door, so just cut it in half. Okay, and what else am I gonna do? Oh yeah, and then the windows. So you can select the window shape, fill in, and you can just add like a light gray just to fill it in. And again, you can just get rid of the stroke without it affecting the color shape, which is really nice, very helpful. Okay, so, okay, I can't select them all. I'm gonna move this. We need that stroke. There you go. Then we'll bring it back in. So this is a really nice way of building flat shapes. Look how like simple that is. But you have to start planning ahead. And this is enough information for me to read that. This is a Volkswagen Beetle, so you don't have to have all those little flourishes. If I wanted to go extra on this, I could have done this. It's just the same concept. It's a little bit more planning, not by a lot actually. It's just for this, the reason why this one isn't so hard for me to do is because I already knew like, okay, I'm gonna bring in this, I don't know why it's being buggy. Okay, so I know how to adjust my shapes. So from the lesson that I taught you guys, what was it, Monday, it's like you already know which to bend, how to bend them, all this fun stuff. I'm gonna get rid of this. And like, yeah, so I already knew how, what do I needed to make curvier or just straighter or what to cut. So yeah, learning how to build shapes or create shapes on Illustrator is very helpful, especially when you do flat styles. I'm gonna get rid of this because I'm not gonna do that one because it's gonna take me a while. And I have videos on how to do this, so I can post them. It's from my other class, but I think it should be really helpful for you guys to look into it. Again, it's extra credit. It's not part of our lesson, but I think it's a good refresher for a lot of you if you haven't taken Illustrator in, like, I don't know, how long has it been for you guys? Like, how long has it been for some people for who had Illustrator before?
I think last semester.
Last semester? Oh, that's really good. Who else?
Not last semester, but the semester before that.
Yeah, so that's like almost a year, yeah. So
About a year.
About a year. So it's been about a year for some people. And I know, yeah, because usually when I have some students, they always say like a year ago or not last semester. I don't know, it's probably different, but like, yeah, like last semester or a year now, so that's good. If your last semester, maybe, well, it's like you have the whole summer to like forget about this stuff if you're not very proficient with it. So it's always good to go back and check and relearn that. I'm going to post a video from my other class to this one, just so you guys can look into if you want to learn more or just remember what you need to use the live corners for, that kind of stuff. She's still crying. Hold on, let me go grab her. Okay, so hopefully she'll stop crying. Hi, Goosh, this is Chispa. She had many surgeries. So yeah, she had like a cancerous tumor last year, and then she had a couple of lipomas this year, which is not bad. But yeah, so she's my baby. She's so sweet. Okay, so what was I gonna say before? Chispa. This affection net usually. Okay. So let me think. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna go and check on your artwork. Remember we kind of had like a whole cutoff. We had to go really fast on Monday. Okay, so I can't do that. So let me just stop sharing and then I'll climb on to, oh, I did stop sharing. Won't let me minimize. Okay, so Zoom is being weird. What am I doing? What am I doing? Where are you? Okay, there you are. There you are. I know. Modules. Okay. Okay, so it's let's see, it was last week's. Okay, so I got it. And okay, we critiqued, I remember critiquing the one with the mustache last. So let me see if I can find it. Okay, so it was group 2. And how is the group situation going? Please let me know. I know there's some people with more active participants. There's some people with participants who don't respond at all. So please like email me or let me know what's happening with your group. Don't say it right here. Don't talk smack about each other, but yes, just please let me know what's happening to your group. I understand college groups tend to be very interesting when it comes to projects, stuff like that. But yeah, it's fun. And the reason why I do discussions in group sections is because, let's get rid of my face. is because we have a lot of students. Usually if I get 10 students this semester. This is the most students I've had in a while. I don't know why. Like, it's really cool. I like it. I mean, I like having a lot of students, but usually I don't have this many. Um, so it's completely different. Okay, so let's see. We did this one. Okay, so we discussed this one. Really nice. And hopefully you guys will resize your, okay, this one. Did we talk about this one, Caesar? Is he there?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, yes, okay. So from what I remember, okay, so there's a lot of good options because you have a lot of good silhouettes. And let me just bring this out a little bit more. See, okay, I got smart for a second. Okay, okay, so I do like the side profiles. They're very simple, to the point. The hairstyles are a nice, beautiful feature. I think they're really helpful, especially for smaller icons or smaller formats. This one's really nice. I do think though that the silhouette might need more curvature, so I would bring this in and then curve it out a little bit more, not a lot. Let's see, silhouette gets lost in this simple shape. I think this one's pretty fine. I think this one's okay, and I do like the mask. I like it when people draw their masks on their icons. This time is really interesting. It's a fun little, be like, hey, we're going through this. Okay, so this one is very similar to this one. I mean, like in the silhouette shape. The hair's, I don't know, it's making like an awkward shape or silhouette. This one's really cool, but again, you're getting lost in this side right here. This one's really nice too. I do like the bun. I think the bun actually accentuates the silhouette a little bit more. And we're going to talk more about silhouettes in the coming weeks. There's like a whole section about that because I'm very passionate about silhouettes, and they're really helpful, especially if you're getting into game design. If you don't know how to do silhouettes, and you want to get into video game design, learn how to do silhouettes. I promise you, I have friends, again, that post their silhouettes of their character design, and it's funny because they have most of the character blacked out, or like, you know, they have their feet all black, and then like the gradient goes up, and it's like, and then their face gets revealed. It's very strange, but again, the silhouettes are very important for character design. And let's see. So, what do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? Which one do you think is the one that's going to help you guys? I mean, it's going to help our dear Caesar.
I honestly really like number 6 and the position.
Okay, Chad. So yeah, why?
It's just a certain position that you don't always see, and so it piques interest.
Oh, good, thank you. Yes, okay, so again, critiquing. So when you guys make a point, you're gonna have to explain yourself. Why do you like number 8? Or why do you like number 2? Or what, you know, just be more specific so we can agree or disagree. Okay, so Kieran, why are you a big fan of number 8? I like the angle. I know, yeah, I like the bun effect. Yeah, I think this one's very lovely too. I think you got to be careful with the facial features. You might have to make them bolder, if you know what I mean, but this is a sketch, so right now we're just figuring out what mood you want. But like when you start building your face, you're gonna have to have bolder lines just so we can see them. So number 8. Okay, angle. Okay, so one more person before we move on.
I liked number 6 too, except maybe like number 6 with the bun, because I like the shape of the face and the way like how it's looking, but maybe if it had the bun, it would look cool too.
I think with the bun actually would work. The side part is, you know, it's kind of interesting. It kind of just cuts off the silhouette of the face. So
Yeah.
I think, yeah, this one with the bun would look really cool. So Caesar, just try one of this with the bun. If not, you can choose 6 or 8.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, love the hairstyle though. It's pretty cool. I cannot pull it off. I'm
I
too
almost
old.
never tie my hair up though, so like it seems weird to have it.
Yeah, I know. I usually have my hair really, really short, but since the pandemic started happening, like my hair grew really fast. So it's like, yay. And hair. Okay, so this one, I'm getting some vibes here. Okay, so Evert, I'm sorry if I say your name wrong. Are you here? Let me see. I don't think they're here. If they're not here, I'm gonna skip them. I don't think they're here. Okay. I don't know. This is what I don't like about online classes. It's like you don't really get to meet people and you just like, depending on how much interaction you have with each student, you'd be like, are you in my class? But it takes a while for me to remember who's who. In the beginning, it's like, okay. This one's really nice. Okay, so you redid yours. I remember your last piece. Yeah, from not last week, the week before. So this one's so lovely. And then
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you.
this style is really interesting. I love it. So you ended up choosing this one, right?
Yeah, well, so I picked that and I just kind of mixed, I think, like a couple of my thumbnails to like make that one. And then also based on like good input, so.
This one's really good. Okay, so I don't see any issues with it. Your line work's really good. Even just like the little flyaway hairs are really nice. So when you build your silhouette, just make sure you have it in, so you don't have the hair cropped out.
Yeah,
'Cause
I was drew to the end of the page and I was like, oh, I made my hair like too big. But yeah, I'll make sure to have it
Okay, that's
all
really
there. Yeah.
okay. Perfect. I think you're fine. We're gonna move on. Yeah. Okay, so Kieran, here you go. Okay, so we're getting some really like sophisticated vibes here. Okay, I'm getting that. I'm liking it. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in. All right. It's really cool. I don't know which one I like the best. Okay, so you have one that you picked. This is really cool. I know yes. Okay, so usually my students who had me before, they know that I have like a weird obsession with Junji Ito's work. And
yeah.
yeah, I'm getting that, like the horror manga artist who draws horror stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I'm getting that kind of vibe, but it's more not as disgusting looking. I mean, he does it disgusting in a good way.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about, like all scary. So this is classier, I think so. Oh my goodness, I don't know, just getting like a lot of true crime vibes with this one. Okay, so you ended up choosing this one, right?
Yeah, but I'm not sure if this is the one I want to go with. Just because I do like my other ideas.
The thing is, I think this one will work better as an illustration, like a full page illustration. Because what happens, especially when you have the icon format, you're just gonna see this.
Yeah.
Or just like you're gonna have to, because a lot of it's circular too. So you got to think about the square format. So I don't think a lot of social media have them anymore. I think they're more circular. So you're gonna have to crop out. So yeah, just rethink that. If you're gonna have a different one, they're all very lovely. I don't know which one. Okay, so we're gonna stay away from this one because there's just too much going on. This one's pretty good, but you got to consider what's gonna get cropped. This one's really good too. I like this one a lot. This one's good too. This one's a little interesting. But I like the silhouette in this one a lot too. Trying to think.
Okay.
This one is okay. I think this one works better than this one. So this one's too much.
Yeah.
It's cool. I love it, but it's like too much. I think the bottom 3 and this one would work really well.
Okay.
Okay, what do you guys think? Agree?
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what I said. I think like all of these ideas are like really good. It's like it's just hard to pick one, you know.
Yeah, it's really hard. But if you know, again, if you don't know how to pick one, think about which one's going to be the easiest, most effective one, right?
Oh
Yeah. Keep
I
it
really
simple.
like the fact that like they're mostly in black and white with just like the one touch of color, like the one bit of red. Like either like with the blood or especially like in the first two, because the eyes, I think that the first one's a lot stronger than the second one, but I do really like the motion blur effect, specifically on the eye for the second one. I think, and you even have it a little bit on the first one too, which I think they're both really cool.
Oh yeah, that's a cool idea. But again, you got to think about detailing and what you can see from far away. I think a lot of these would work out better as just a full illustration, like a full page. But yeah, just think about icon. Like, can you see it from far away? Can you like, because everybody has their phones like from like here. So yeah, but it's really good. Any other opinions or disagreements or agreements?
I like the first one a lot. Yeah, the way like the body's position, it kind of like leads your eye downwards. I don't know. I just really can't stop looking at it.
I agree. It really catches the eye's attention
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay, so yeah. So what do you think, Kieran?
I mean, I think I like the feedback because I couldn't really pick which one I wanted either. And I didn't realize until Sam mentioned it that a lot of my sketches look like full illustrations, like they work better as a full illustration. I appreciate the feedback, and I could try going with number 1 since everyone seems to like that one.
It's cool, and I even like the little the smiley face with the tongue sticking out. You can do all sorts of different emojis, like or
I wasn't sure what to draw on the mask.
You can do like a cat one or like or
I was just
don't know.
playing around with it.
Yeah, just play around with it, figure something out. Or you can do some basic not a basic shape, but like just a simple shape if you want, or a pattern. But just make sure it's like not, I don't know. What can you add? Yeah, maybe not a pattern. That would be too distracting. So just keep it simple. Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much. It's really nice. I like that one.
No problem.
A lot. Cool. Start. So we are on 3. Okay, so I already did this. Okay, so we are on 4. So cute. Okay, I remember seeing this one. And I'm like, oh, this is like, some of them have a lot of detail. Again, a lot of people run into the same problems with thumbnails. Again, they're thumbnails. So, let's see if I can, please. How can we, okay, so we're gonna go from, it's gonna be hard to fit it all in here.
I have the a second sketch as well. Basically, I decided not to do like the Mimikyu because I know it's like fan art.
Is there
so like I have, that's like my final kind of one.
Okay, and then this one's for someone else. Okay, so let me just take them out because it's hard for me to see them on discussions. Okay, so because it's behind? No. Okay, there you go. I did do this fun stuff. Okay, so yes, a lot of detail. This one's a lot better because you have your little ghosty. For the other ones, like we could still observe them. See, so again, you did blend in a lot of the stuff that you did in this thumbnail sketches or this thumbnail page. Yeah, thumbnail page. That's the best term. Slanted. I think this works really well. It's like the asymmetrical composition is really nice. It's not too like two-sided. You know, when people tend to do like the symmetry tool, and I do that a lot. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. It saves time. Let's see, the expressions are really nice. Yeah, I think this looks really, really well. For the shoulders, maybe just bringing them up a little bit more, because there's a lot of negative space. There's a lot of real estate that you're losing here. Or you can add a cape just to add a little bit more space, because I guess he's like a little bit too, or they're a little bit too like I don't know, they're standing in a weird position. But again, that's something that it depends on where the icon's going to be used. So yeah, I think that's fine. Maybe I would just bring the shoulders up a little bit more for this character.
I really like the idea of adding a cape. I might use that.
Yeah, add a cape or something more fun. You already have a little wizard's hat and fun glasses and the little ghost kitty, a little cape. Or what else can you add? I think a cape would be okay. And you can also bring in some of the pattern here. So if you're using this as a lighter color, this is going to be your focal point, which is completely fine. But if you just bring this in a little bit more to here, I think it would even out the whole illustration. I like this one. I'm just looking at it. It's so much fun. And I've seen some of your work on Monday. Really, really nice. Why did I do that? Why did I do that?
Thank you.
Did I do that? So it does happen. It does happen. This one's really cool. I do enjoy this one a lot because it's very simple. It's very to the point. Even though we do agree on you choosing this one catches my eye also because just the expression, like, oh, very sassy or just very like kind of cross trouble. There's some really, really good expressions here. So this one catches my eye too. So if you decide to do 2 icons at some point, doing this one would work really well. This one's really sweet. Like you have some good expressions happening here. So you.
Thank you. I figured since I had the mask, it's harder. Like I rely a lot on the mouth for expressions. So that one was a challenge of like figuring out a way to make it say something with only the eyes.
Yeah, Mars. No, you did a successful job. It's really hard to do that kind of thing, especially with like something covering your face, which is really good. So what do you plan to do after you graduate?
I mean, ideally, like I want to work as an illustrator in some way, either if that's through freelance or working for like a company of some kind. I just know that I just want to be making things digitally.
That's good. That's good. Some people don't know yet, so that's nice. Okay, good. All right, so let's move on. Good job. I'm really happy with this one.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's very sweet. And then, okay, so does anybody agree, disagree, or just have 2 people jump in?
Yeah, I honestly really liked the one with the mask because he was clearly smiling and he's wearing a mask and I don't know, it's just cute. You did a good job.
It's so sweet. I know. I think
that was my favorite one personally.
I think it's more about personality. This one, showing your personality, because these ones are cool. Like I love them too, but it's mostly saying people, "Hey, I love Harry Potter," or like, "I love like geeky things," which is completely fine because I do the same thing. But like this one's more about like it speaks more about you. So again, if you want to make an extra one, you can add this one or this one. But you know, that's your choice. Okay, and I think anybody else?
I was actually wondering something.
Yeah.
I know you said there was a lot of negative space above the shoulders.
Mhm.
Well, you see how in his second thumbnail,
Mhm.
he's got that almost like scarf. I was wondering if that would also work to help, add something there.
Okay, yes. I didn't see that. See, this is why we have critiques. Okay, because I'm not gonna catch everything. Yes, maybe a scarf. Yeah, a scarf would work really well. Just to
I
add.
just thought that would fit really well for that image.
Yeah, so
Actually, I like that even more than the cape. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think
No,
I'm actually
please.
most definitely gonna add that. That's a really great idea. I might even like pull the stars that are on the cap and put them on the scarf too, and kind of make it like they go together.
that would work so
That
much
would be
better than the
great.
cape. Yeah, why would you need a cape? Like a scarf
Well,
makes more
because
sense.
you mentioned like Harry Potter, but I was thinking more like goofy magic kit like type of hat. Like it looks like something like you'd get at like a toy shop or something. Like that's so I felt like a cape kind of matches just that aesthetic at least.
Okay, so if you want to have like a more magic magician feel, the wizard hat is not gonna work with you on that part. You can do like a top hat. I think that would work better for a magician like type of person. So
I
just
mean, I really like the wizard. I'm not really like. I guess I didn't mean that literally. I just mean like aesthetically. I want it to look more tacky than like a serious like going to Hogwarts. I guess.
like a tacky wizard. I love that idea. Yes, go for it. Go for it. Because yeah, just play around with it a little bit more, and then for the next sketch, you're gonna upload it to us, and we're gonna see what you made. So yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. We're gonna move on because we have time though. Okay, this one is Yang. So there's Yang here. Let's see, Yang is here. And I should go back and critique the ones that weren't here because they can watch the video at least, and they can listen into. Okay, so they can listen into. This one's Miyazaki stuff right here. This is a varied piece. And let me see, are they all one page? Let me check. Yes, okay, thank God. That was gonna be hard. And then let me see. Okay, so with this one's gonna be really tough because you have a lot of varying styles. And then you have some inked in, which is gonna make it really hard for us to pick because we're gonna be distracted. So when you do your thumbnails, just keep it straight up pencil, keep it one value as best as you can, because if you have inked stuff, that either tells us that when you change your mind, or two, it's gonna distract your critique group. So just keep it the same. And again, this rarely does happen. I think this is the first time this happened to me though, where someone just starts inking in, and it's hard for me to read. If you are gonna ink stuff in just for fun, make sure you ink everything else in. So it's a lot easier for us to critique. So I'm gonna jump into, it's just a tip, you know, you're not gonna get points taken away or something. It's because it looks like you just were having fun, which is really nice. But again, we have to keep it simple. Okay, so for this one, again, there's a lot going on except for this one. But I do like that you did try and vary your styles. This one would be very effective. This one's okay, but I'm not sure about it. Okay, so let me just, this one's fun. I don't know why it's a whole page, but I think as a thumbnail, again, you're gonna have some stuff cropped out. You're gonna have to plan ahead. And this looks like a whole, this would work as an illustration page a lot better. This one would work really well as an icon. This one's a little odd, but I think this one would work too. I like that one too, I really do. It's interesting. Let's see. Okay, this one's way too much detail. So again, when you start inking, you tend to add more detail. I do like the style though, that's pretty cool. This one, again, you're gonna get a lot of stuff cropped out. It's especially when you're having a composition like this, you got to plan ahead about social media. So what I want you to do is to go to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, any social media that you have access to, and look at the icons and start planning the format before you plan your character design or your icon. So that would help a lot. But this is pretty cool, but again, this would work as something else. This one I can barely see. I think this one actually would have been better inked because there's a lot of erasing lines. But I do like this one a lot too. But again, your ears are gonna get cropped out. Like, if you're going circular, they're gonna be cropped out. So you gotta, again, plan ahead with the format of your, like, of the icon in whatever social media you choose. Okay, so who has suggestions or a favorite or one that you feel like would work better as a full illustration? If you are the artist, so I forgot your name, sorry. Yang, please tell me what's going on, what you feel about my suggestions, what you feel about your work. So let me know and communicate with me with your own opinions and your inspirations.
I like the kid, like the one in the middle. I think just because the facial expression, I feel like that would work, like in a circular icon to me.
Okay.
And oh no, we can't hear you.
No, we can't hear you. No.
Oh no.
We did not hear you at all. Can you hear me?
But you had valuable input.
Yeah. That's why I was like, oh, they're probably in the bathroom. When I don't hear people respond, I'm usually thinking, oh, they're probably walking away or something. Yeah, check your audio settings. Okay, you guys better test your mic before class or this will happen. Oh no. Hey, while I was talking, did it seem weird to you that I wasn't responding to you? I'm just guessing. Or did it seem like I was, which is really freaky. Okay, so Yang, if you're having issues with your mic, you can check on that later on, not Monday, next Monday we have a holiday, but on Wednesday, before Wednesday's class, you can just test it out and fix it. If you want, you can just type everything on chat, if that's okay. No, it's not your fault. It happens. Like my tablet works half the time, so it's like technology. No, it's fine. Okay, so we're gonna wait on you for a little bit, and if you guys need to go take a little break, go get a drink of water. That would be a good idea. Batista, what do you think? What do you think? Yeah. Yeah. What do you think, Chispa? What do you think, Chispa? What do you think, Chispa? Meow, meow, meow. Okay. Yeah, take your time. And then if not, we can also look at your, okay, I really wanted to do the middle one, the chibi one, if any. I can simplify. Yeah, I think that would also work for your flat design too. The chibi one's really good. And again, if all else fails with icons, just chibify it. Just make it like simple, cute. If your designs are not working, just make it like really cute, and then you can never fail with that. Yeah, and it's also like everything else looks like a full illustration. This one's really cute. I do like this one a lot too. But yeah. Okay, good. All right, thank you. Also, if you want to add little bubbles here and there, that would be okay. Yes, yes, it would make a really good icon. J. Alexander. Okay, good. Yeah, yeah, just that little bit of flourishing, you should be fine. That's really good. Thank you. So, okay, yeah. Also check your mic. That goes for everybody, so it's not just him, not just them. Or, sorry if I misgender you. I can't see your face, or oh, I don't know any of your pronouns. So if I misgender you, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. Yeah. Also, if there's any way you can put your pronouns next to your name through your settings, that would be really, really helpful for me. So there's a way to do that on Zoom, I'm sure. If not, let me know. Okay, is that all right for everybody? Okay. Also having your picture as your profile would work too. Okay, so, okay, Jimmy Lee.
Hello.
Hello, I think that's the only one that I see. Okay, yes. I'm sure I graded them, but I'm just like, what? This is pretty cool. Okay, so let me get rid of the chat. What's going on? Who's talking? Okay, so this is pretty cool. This is pretty interesting. I love that you have straight up thumbnails. They're just nice. There's not too many details, but it's like enough for us to see what's going on. Okay, this one catches my eye a lot. And this one's a little bit more, I like the silhouette, I do. And maybe like simplify what's in the background a little more, and it should work too. This one's pretty interesting, but again, you're gonna get all these guys cropped out, all these things. This one, let me see some chat.
Yeah, those were light beams.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I know, I kind of like the idea that they're eyelashes though. Like, I love that
Yeah,
idea.
I can see that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I love either way, it's good. This one's pretty cool too. I think this will work really well. Even if you do crop something, it still could work as an icon. This one's a little bit too far away. I think this one would work better as a full illustration. This one, again, this would work really well as an icon if you just get rid of some of the detailing in the back, just like a few notes here and there, clean it up a little bit more. This one, again, works really well as an icon. You might get a little bit of cropping, but if you have enough space, that won't be a problem. And that's something you can easily just add on your canvas, either on Photoshop or Illustrator or whatever program you're working on. Just make the canvas bigger, but be aware of that some things are going to be cropped. Test it out first, and then see where you can go from there. Okay. So any opinions, any suggestions, any which one's your favorite? Which one do you think can work if they tweak something?
I like the second one if he simplifies the background more. I think the side profile is interesting.
It's giving me like 70s vibe. Like I don't know, do you guys know who Cheech and Chong is? No? Okay, well this like 70s, yeah. So there's always like a cloud of smoke or something. So it's giving me that whole 70s vibe. And also in the 70s, they have like Schoolhouse Rock. They tend to have these speech bubbles where they're just like very randomly pop up, and then there's words in there. So that just that's why it's giving me 70s. Also the haircut, it's giving me 70s vibes. And I love it, it's pretty cool. It has a lot of pizzazz. This one really is just like gonna knock people's socks out. It's eye catching, in more reasons than one. This can work really, really well if you execute it properly. And this one's okay. Again, you're gonna have a lot of cropping. This one's giving more of like, I don't know, it's very creepy. It's not very welcoming. So I would skip that one. I like it, but it's just like when people look at it, are they like gonna be like, oh, it seems like a cool person, or you know, it's just like icons does depend on what feeling you're giving to your audience, to your potential audience. Again, think about the assignment page that I gave you, the descriptors of when you're creating an icon. You got to think about what you're sending to the audience, what message you're sending to them. So let's say the chibi one, the one that was previous, the previous one. So let's go back. So this one, I think it's more welcoming. It's more, you know, like, oh, like this person draws really cute artwork. Also, look how interesting the texture is. Look how interesting the design is. And I think that's why this would work really well with presenting yourself out there to the public. This one, again, the reason why this one works really well is because they are showing their future audience or their audience that, hey, I'm this kind of person and I like magic. I love weird stuff. You know, I have a sense of humor. So yeah, you just got to think about that too. Okay, so I actually think number 6 would work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The one with the bananas?
Those are supposed to be leaves.
Oh, okay. Okay, so this one says, I actually think number 6 would really, as a flat design. Okay, I agree. Flat design would be really good. Sorry, but they were bananas. But I like, it would be cool if they were bananas. Okay, I like number 8 with the symmetry and the addition of horns. I think 1 is great as well. The views. Okay, yes. So Kieran has some good points. This one's really cool. I think this one's more like severe but artsy and like fun and like, oh, I can't wait to see what this person has up in their sleeves. I want to check out their whole page. So I think these two will attract a lot of attention. What else did Karen say? Let me just bring it out.
I think number 1 would look really cool as a flat design. Like I'm excited to see number 1 like done in Illustrator.
God, I know. I'm like, I'm torn. It's hard for me to be torn usually when I see something. This class is giving me, it's actually making it hard for me to pick a favorite because you guys are so good with your thumbnails. Usually people don't fill in their thumbnails all the way. But yes, I think, oh, I would like, there's so much potential. Okay, so a lot of these pieces work really well as a flat design or a full illustration. This one, and this one's okay. I think this one's gonna be, okay, for me, number 1, number 2, and number 3, like in order. My favorite, second favorite, and third favorite. So what do you think, Jimmy?
Yeah, so I like those two, but then for the second one, I wasn't really sure what to add in the background, so I just kind of came up with like clouds or like sort of thought bubbles too. So that's
Okay.
why it sort of looks like.
Okay, when you add clouds, it's going to give a connotation to your audience that your art is going to be geared towards certain drug. Like, so you got to be careful with, because again,
Yeah.
I have friends who do that actually. They make art that kind of style, and you know what symbols they use. So you got to be really careful what symbols you end up using for your background. But if that's what your art style says about you and your art, that's fine if it works for you. So it's legal now, so that's not a problem. But yeah, like the music one's very lovely too. You have so many good ones. Thank you so much for this. It's really, really nice.
Thank
Also,
you.
yeah, also think about using these as future illustrations. Because they're all really, really interesting. Okay, we're gonna move
Thank you.
on. Yeah, you're welcome. We're gonna move on. I think this is our last one. Okay. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, Nala, this is really, really cute. Oh, okay. I love it when people do really cute stuff. But I like really gritty stuff too. I have contradicting styles that I like. Let me see this one. Come on. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, there you go. This is what I get for not picking a bigger screen. Okay, so, oh my goodness. Okay, so chat in. You texted me, said this internet is, oh, okay, tell Yang to, they can watch the video if they want to. I mean, they were there for most of the time. But yeah, that happens to me too. My internet died last night, actually, when I was having a meeting. But yeah, they're fine. They're excused. Tell them not to worry. But just they have to participate in the discussions, you know, all that fun stuff. I think, and I'll have the video up tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, don't worry, Yang. It's fine. I know it sucks because if we're going down critiques, you know, your internet might not work. I'm having a student with issues of them not being here. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. We'll figure it all out. It's fine. Okay, so we're going to move on to Kieran Yang. Okay, so, oh, I love them all. They're really, really cute. What's working for me with these thumbnails is because it's that you have a forward-facing composition, a portrait composition, and there's slightly different styles. So let's move on to this one first before we jump into the other ones. Okay. I don't know why it's stuck on. Okay, there you go. Okay, they're all very simple, but they're very effective, honestly. Like sometimes just keeping it very simple is gonna be what helps you. Let's see. There's a slight difference in eyes and styles. So it feels like you're not sure what style you're trying to go for, I mean, which is completely fine. The hair looks really cute, and I see that you tried it and you drew the face and then you use the hair in different ways, which is really smart. I didn't even notice until I looked really closely. Okay. So with this one has makeup, this one is more barefaced, this one is more anime inspired, but I gotta tell you, you kind of look like Arthur here, if you know who that is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you look like the anteater.
That's not a bad thing.
No, I love Arthur.
Yeah, I know.
That's like the best show ever.
I was a kid. That was still going on when I was a kid. It's the 90s. It's been going on for a long time. So it's still going on, which is, it's still a good show. Props to that show, honestly. It's a good show. But yeah, I love it because you just gotta be careful. Also, I think it's also because you have like the very simplified face. So maybe if you had the ears happening here, that wouldn't be too much of a problem. This was really, really cute. I don't know, because I'm like trying to figure out which one would work really well. What you need to do is think which one would work best for your art. So if you have an Instagram or something, which one reflects your Instagram the most? Because they're very similar, so I'm having a hard time picking one that would work for you. And I'm not going to ask you to share your Instagram or any of your social medias because you know that's your property. I don't want to miss that. This one's really cool. I do like this one a lot though. So if you're more into taking photographs or if your art style fits like more like this style, stick with this one. This one's really nice. If your art is more like children's books, illustrations, really cutesy art, stick with this one. I would cross this one out, or I get rid of the ears. It would work really nice. I think this one, the lines are too thin. Like is more gentle. So if you want to have a more welcoming feeling towards your audience, you can pick this one. Like, hey, I'm really nice, you know. This one and this one were very similar, so I would cross this one out because there's not a lot of contrast happening here, and then it's compared to this one, it's fairly dull. I mean, it's still nice, but like this one grabs your attention a little bit more. I don't know why go away. Okay, so okay, now I get to see. This one's really nice, but you got to consider cropping. So if you want to use this one, or you want to use this for every single one of these, whichever one you end up picking, you can move the bear up a little bit more, like here, towards here, like you're hugging it like this instead of like this. You can always bring it up, or have it over your shoulder, and you can add it to each one of these, whichever you end up picking, except for the pig. That won't work because you already have the pig. And make sure your pig doesn't get cropped out. That would.
Oh, it's supposed to be a Care Bear.
Oh, it was a pig. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Let me see it again. Hold on. Oh yeah, okay, I can see it. I see it now. I thought it was a pig. Okay, let me look at it. Okay, I see, because the little heart. Okay. Yeah, it's not a pig then. Okay. I like the idea of a pig, honestly, but why not? All right, this one's really cute. Again, these would work better for like stickers or buttons or something like that, for like, or decals. I think this would work really well for decals. This kind of style is really nice. The Care Bear. If you really want to incorporate the Care Bear, again, you got to bring it close to your face. So, do I have a stuffed animal with me? I have. I don't. Okay, I have this messed up Charmander that I got from somewhere. Like, I don't know. So you gotta hold it. Let me see if I can. So I'm gonna stop sharing so I can show you guys. So you gotta have it like close to your profile. So when you're taking pictures with a prop, make sure it's really close to your face. If you don't want to draw the hand, you just draw one hand, or just like you know, you can just like try to hug it or something. It's really hard to do that. Or you can easy peasy just have it sit on your shoulder, or just like on your head. So I would highly recommend not use your hands, but if you know, but just like have it sit right here. Have a smaller Care Bear, and don't let it go below the bust, because it will get cropped out. I promise.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's so sad because I have stuffed animals everywhere, and I think I moved them somewhere. Ugh, it's lame. Okay. As for, I can see. Let me go ahead and critique the people who didn't show up for the meeting, so they can watch the video, and they don't have any excuses, so they can't be like, well, we didn't get this critique done. Like, there's a video. All right, so I think these people were critiqued, right? Yeah, they were here. Chat, very lovely. I was thinking about yours this morning, actually, Chad. Okay, so this one we went through this one, and this one, did we finish yours? It was Jennifer.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I really like yours, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, sometimes I like sit back and think about your artwork on my off times. I'm like, and then okay, so we got to do this one. Okay, So Everett, if you're listening, if you ever watch this, stay away from the hands. There's some interesting compositions here. Don't use the hands, I would crop them out. This one's pretty cool. This one's my favorite. So if you end up choosing one, don't use these ones. Just choose, like, you can crop this really nicely if you
Your
want.
screen, so we're not sure what you're talking about.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, okay, so here you go. Okay, so I went back to Everett, and so these are not bust designs, they're mostly like half body, like half the torso. So they're cropped in a very awkward way where it's going to be really hard for people to use as an icon. So Everett, so stay away from the ones on the top. They're cool, they're really cool. They will again look really cool in a full illustration or a postcard or something, but it's not going to work well with an icon or icon format. So this one works really, really well because you can crop stuff without losing the illustration or losing the like important bits. So there's a lot of cool information. You can even crop it here. You can crop here just to make sure you have enough space. So when you create your canvas, make sure you have enough space to work around it. And then when you upload it and then put it in Instagram or whatever, you can adjust it. So it's fine because they let you zoom in. With this one, I think this is the second one I would pick. So second choice. This is the second choice. This one, again, stay away from the hand unless if you really want to try and spend your time on that. But I would stay away from that. But this one's really cool too. I really like the shadow effect with the lines. I like the expression a lot. Like these two have the best expressions. You know, so I think these would look really, really cool with a flat design. Oh, I would love to see that. But yeah, you got to consider how your image is going to work. Hopefully you're watching and you listen to what we have to say. Okay, so then I think we missed one person too. Which one? Which group was this one again?
Wait, so for the flat design, do we pick a new thumbnail or can we use your old one? Or
you use an old one. Use the one. Yeah, just use an old one. You don't need
like a different one from the one that we're doing right now.
No, just pick the one that you're gonna do. So what happens? Because it's only for people who aren't doing flat design. So if you're gonna do a flat design for your icon project, I would choose a different thumbnail.
Wait, so are we still making two icons though? Like the one in our style and the one in flat style?
Yeah, so it's part of the project. So creating a flat style, you can do the same thumbnail.
Okay.
One of them has to be a flat style, and that's going to be turned in on, this week.
Okay.
Okay, and then the other style is going to be the one, your main style that you're going to be.
And that one's not due until like next week, 2 weeks.
When is it? I got the
16th.
It's going to be due on
the flat design is due.
I think it's on the 16th.
Okay. And then got it. And then the flat. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, never mind. I got it. Thank you.
So yeah, I'll just repeat myself. It's fine. So people will get it. Okay, so the flat design that you're doing now, you can do the same like the thumbnail. And the other design, your main design, because I'm pretty sure not everybody's going to use flat design for their main design. Most everybody goes for like Painterly or line art. You could still use that same thumbnail. If you're going to use your if you're going to use a flat design for your main design, you got to choose a different thumbnail. Does that make sense? Yes or no on the chat?
Oh, can you say that again? I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. So okay. So what happens is you have one thumbnail, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And you need to create a flat design and your main design out of
from that one thumbnail.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you run into any issues, like if your main design is a flat design,
Yeah.
you can choose a different thumb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's only for the people who want to use the flat design for their main design.
Yes.
Write it down.
Thank you. Yes, I did. Yeah, it makes sense now. Okay, thank you.
No problem. No problem. No problem. I know it's a little confusing because it's the first time I'm using two sorts of styles for this project. Is the reason why is because usually when we're on campus, we create stickers and like I remember someone, I ended up making buttons for them just for fun. Like I think it was like their extra credit work or they did something extra special to their design. So I created a button for them, you know, like the pin backs. So that was fun. So usually we have like these neat little extra stuff on campus, but since we're online, we can't do that. We can't create stickers or any of that kind of stuff. So I'm giving you guys a little bit more, you know, the same equivalent of work that they usually did before. So yeah, that's why I had to do this one. Make it 2. Okay, so let's see. I'm missing someone. I think not. Oh no, why it's being buggy. Okay, we're almost done. That's it, right? Yeah, okay, so that's it for everybody on the critiques. Okay, since them out. And also I'll be posting the what's it called? Oh, a video of, okay, I'll be posting the video for the shapes, creating shapes. I know I went really fast on that, but I did create a video for it and you guys can have access to it whenever you want. I'm gonna post it on the modules and I'm gonna write it down. So post shape video. Okay, any questions before we go so my other class can join us? Stop sharing, stop sharing. Okay, there you go. Okay, for those who missed class, please watch the video. Ask me, write to me, let me know what's happening. Please communicate with me because again, I cannot read your mind. I don't know what's going on in your life. I don't know anything. I'm far away. It's just, you know, things are really hard right now. So please communicate with me as quickly and as efficiently as you can. As for the other students, if you run into any problems, please let me know. And don't be afraid to email me or send me a message on remind.com. And I can't wait to see what your flat designs are going to be. Also, remember, they don't have to be super complicated. They can be really simple. Just look up the flat designs that we looked up on Monday. Just look it up online on the internet and try to like not copy, but imitate, I think would be the best word. Their style. Just keep it very simple. Is that clear? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And nobody's confused about the flat design and the thumbnail situation. Everybody good? Okay, good. Thumbs up. Love it. All right. Okay, guys, I'll see you next Wednesday, not Monday. Same link, usually. And have a great weekend. And yes, have fun. All right. Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You guys are great. Oh, Yvette. I think she's, okay, there you go. Bye. Okay, so that's